Well, I know Andy and Norman, they played a lot of pranks on each other from time to time. I know they, one of the things that Norman did, it was a really, really hot day. It was like definitely in the hundreds. It was like the middle of the summer in Georgia. We were in the woods all day shooting, and Norman had went into Andy's car and with like a bunch of glitter and just filled his AC vents with glitter. And just every single one. And
Isn't there a sizzle reel of that? I think I've...
You probably, yeah, there's videos of it,
okay.
Yeah. And so, you know, we wrap for the day, and we get back to base camp. Andy gets in his car to get going. We're all, you know, we all go into hair and makeup to get all of the dirt like wiped off of us, and then we get out and go get in our cars. And then Andy goes and sits in his car. He turns it on and blasts the AC because it's so hot. And then his car it's just glitter everywhere. And he's super sweaty, so it's all stuck to him and everything. And he's just covered in glitter. And he's like, and he looks up at Norman, who's filming him, and he just like you guys, there's a couple of scenes where you see like Rick like look at the camera or like look, you know, just the stare, the Rick stare, and that's how he looked at Norman. Yeah. And so about a month later, we were at San Diego Comic-Con, and he was telling all of us, he was like he was so proud of this plan that he had concocted, and he's like, all right, so I'm gonna have a handful of glitter, right, and I'm gonna sit down on stage on panel at San Diego Comic-Con, and then I'm gonna keep it in my hand the whole time. And then when he sits down, I'm gonna blow it in his face. It's gonna be great. And we're like, okay, bud, you could have done something a little bit cooler, but all right. And so we're at the panel, and we all sit down, and Andy, he's got this like smirk on his face, like, oh, I'm gonna get him. And he has his hand full of glitter, and Norman's sitting there, and he brings up his hand to blow it, but he doesn't. The end of his hand is cupped. So he blows it, and then it blows all right back into his face. And it covers his entire face. And then he just looks out with just a dead stare on his face. And then Norman's just dying laughing next to him. And yeah, it was pretty funny. So they would pull pranks on each other from time to time. There was another time, so, sorry, I know this is very long-winded, I apologize. But one story that doesn't get told as much is so Jon Bernthal, don't like make this widespread, but he's terrified of crickets for some reason. He's absolutely terrified. So yeah, it was another similar kind of scenario. One day after a super long, hot, sweaty day in Georgia, Norman fills his entire trailer with crickets. So, you know, he comes back and we're all dead tired because it's like 14 hours of work. And he gets to his trailer, he opens it up and sees the mound, it's filled with crickets, right? He just closes it, goes in his car and goes home with his clothes on and everything. Yeah. So, yeah, they play a lot of pranks on each other. It's pretty funny.